Hey, welcome to Yoga Off the Mat workshop. My name is Salla. Namaste. I am here to share 3 different kind of workshops in this group, especially. So if some of your friends, after you've been in a workshop, wanna join, ask them to join the group to see this. In each workshop, we will go through one step or layer of yoga off the mat practice. And I also want to guide you through a centering practice in each workshop that we do. It's about 20-30 minutes workshops each. So let's get started. In my visualization, we are sitting in a circle and we are side to side, facing to the same direction. And that's a sign of and a gesture of equanimity and union, as we are all equals in a circle. And there is no really hierarchy between one is a teacher, other one is a student. I am here to be a student too. And that's a very important philosophy in Bodhi Yoga. And I'm very, very happy that you have chosen to be here as a co-learner with me. So welcome to Circle. Circle is one of trust, equanimity, transformation, and spiritual freedom. And we embody collectively community where all are welcome and neutrality and equality reigns, and yoga is supreme. These are beautiful words from our purpose statement of Bodhi Yoga that you can also hear more about our collective from embodyoga.com. But as I see, and what Bhagavad Gita, the very old and ancient philosophical book, is saying about yoga practice, whether yoga is on the mat or off the mat, I see them very much intertwined together. Yoga is the journey. I would underline the word journey. It is the lifelong journey of the self, and this is a self with a big S, and the self is traveling through itself and towards itself. And that's the practice that we get to do. That's the practice that really resonates with me and what I want to share, a journey. Those of you who doesn't know me, I just want to give you a little heads up who am I and why I'm here to talk what I'm here to talk. My name is Salla Vedder Kärkkäinen. Vedder is a Facebook joke that lives on, and bless that. I am a yoga trainer and a founder, one of the member of Bodhi Yoga collective, founding member. And I have been leading Bodhi Yoga Fuerteventura studio for 8 years now here in Fuerteventura, Canary Islands, where I moved 8 years ago because of yoga off the mat. I have been studying psychological resilience coaching, which is flexibility coaching, acceptance and commitment therapy, and I have life coach certification from Life Coach Academy Finland. Previous studies with your NLP, maybe some of you have some background in there also, neuro-linguist programming, and my first training was from Art Academy, so I'm a dance teacher in my previous life. You can walk with me. I would really, really love to have you in my circle in Instagram, which I think is the most natural place for me to share at the moment your off the mat content in Bodhi Sala, and of course the studio space in Bodhi Yoga Fuerteventura. So what is yoga off the mats? This is something that I might want you to pause now your this video and write few words. What is yoga off the mat for you? What comes to your mind first? Because it might be different what I'm sharing here, and that's totally great. We all have our own individual relationship with yoga, and the yoga has been in our lives in different situations. Maybe it has been a physical health practice, feeling energy, feeling relaxation, calming and balancing our nervous systems. Or it has been, and it has been a spiritual practice, connecting inward and even connecting to the others through community of yoga. So what is yoga itself and what is yoga off the mat? Pause now the video and write few words. Yoga off the mat, for how I see it, is like it's many things. It's almost like it's life. The word yoga off the mat means life, this life. It is very much a way of seeing and a way of being me and how I see it. I'm in the studio, there is a traffic going sometimes. Way of seeing and being me in this life, and a way of understanding myself and others through this lens, through the practice. And in a way, what I have noticed in myself, and now I'm sharing from my own experience, yoga gave me a lot of understanding of who am I and why I have been doing something in previous days, times, and what I want to do in the future. So in a way, it's mirroring what was, what is now present, and what will be. And the healing, what happens with yoga off the mat, often moves towards that what was and what will be, as we are coming through the practice more and more present with yoga right now. So definitely it is a spiritual practice and a way of looking to yourself and to your life and remembering that through the self, so whatever there is, and towards yourself, to the self. Let me change. I see yoga off the mat as a method. Method could be a different way to say philosophy, to bring awareness to your life, awareness of everything that is happening in your life, everything that is happening in your head, in your heart, in your nervous system, and to heal if there is any kind of wave-like movement with, for example, what we are experiencing and what we are expecting to experience or wishing to experience or looking forward to experience. And that healing work is creating peace and understanding in our lives. And when the awareness steps in, the next step naturally is healing. We are moving from starting to know what is valuable, what is good in your life, what is something that you're ready to let go and resolve. You start to be aware of what is holding you back, what is not really serving you, what is not functioning, And the healing happens naturally when this kind of awareness steps in from the place of yoga, from the place of union and love, basically the big words. And when the healing happens, the vision can open. So in that sense, the method walks these 3 steps in this order. This being said, I see it very much as a circular movement. The awareness brings healing, brings vision, vision brings awareness, and the loop keeps going. So in that sense, are we really ready? Are we really there somewhere in enlightenment? If we visit there once, what happens in the next moments when we are not there? And in a way, that's why I love that the yoga is a practice. It is the way to, walk the walk, to take steps in your life, and to have some companion with yoga to walk with you, and to empower you, get to know you, get to connect with you honestly and also authentically. And whenever there is something off in yourself, in your life, maybe you are aware of those stuff, yoga is there to bring balance and ease and forgiveness. Trusting this makes sense. I'm sometimes, when I start to talk about, I go so, I don't know, I love this topic. I love to talk about yoga off the mat, but sometimes it goes a bit beyond. So the part 1 is awareness, and just to become aware of, for example, through the 5 senses, what are you noticing in this moment? I'm sure somehow you're noticing that you are listening to me. Maybe you are also hearing something else from surrounding, like now I hear the traffic all the time here. And maybe you're noticing something visual, like what are you seeing here in the screen or phone, wherever you're looking to this. Maybe you are also seeing something else in your surroundings, whether there is lights or movement or other people. What are you maybe smelling in this moment? If you're in somewhere with, I don't know, cafeteria, you have coffee with you, or some other smells. Maybe you are also noticing your body posture, the way of you are here in listening to this workshop. How is your body feeling? Are you tired? Are you energized? Are you restless? Are you concentrated, focused? So bringing awareness through the 5 senses and through the bodily feelings towards what is happening in this moment. Maybe something from the past during the day. Maybe you have something layered in your mind, some work issues or something with your family. These all are part of the awareness practice too. What I would love now, and this is our centering practice today, is to pause the frame in a way. And if you are somewhere that you can, for example, if you have the phone with you, put it somewhere that you can be without the phone in your hand. And just allowing yourself to pause the frame, to pause the time, and to become aware. And with this practice, I invite you to do it with your eyes open first. You may notice the sounds, my voice. You may notice different actions around you. See if you can just hold the space for them to be exactly as they are. Maybe as a gesture, even open your palms on your thighs and pause. I'm gonna pause for a while talking. See if you can pause your eyes somewhere in a space in front of you, maybe out from the screen, so that you can keep your eyes relaxed but focused and open at the same time. And just be with yourself, with whatever is around you. And rather than thinking about which is doing this practice, just be here. And then, if it is okay for you to close your eyes for a while, go ahead and close your eyes and feel the difference between eyes open and eyes closed. Just feeling, creating space to notice how it feels to be eyes closed. And then I invite you to breathe 3 times very deeply. Inhale through your nose, through the spine, and exhale through your nose or mouth. Allowing your shoulders to relax. And do that 2 times more. Inhaling in. And keep your eyes open if it's okay. And exhaling out. And one more time on your own. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. Notice how you feel now after a little moment of just being. Just being. This is a powerful practice. Here we are. Knowing that you can only change what you are aware of within yourself and with your life, and what you are willing or open to change. And sometimes the awareness practice asks our willingness to become aware of something that might be hidden behind under the emotions or under the thinking mind. Knowing that just a little bit of willingness will take you through the transformations. This is a triangle that I want to show to you. These are all connected. You have thinking mind, thoughts. Thoughts are creating feelings, which we feel in our physical body often. Um, Thoughts can create different level of nervous responses. Basically, we might relax or we might activate ourselves through the thinking mind. And these two together are working very much connected both directions. And when they combine, they are creating behaviors. So something that we act in our lives to become aware of if this triangle is serving you or not is very empowering, because then you get to change, for example, your thoughts or feelings and your behavior. We have about 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts a day, so roughly putting it into math, around 500 to 2,500 thoughts an hour, which is pretty a lot of traffic in our heads. Somehow, through one link that I was looking for info from internet, it said 80% of that thinking is considered somehow disempowering, and 95% something that you have thought before or earlier in your life, even years before. So something that comes repetitively. Very much the thought process comes through the same lines. So whether it's a disempowering or empowering thought pattern, when it's repeated, it gets stronger. Einstein have said that for doing something over and over or again and hoping something to change is the definition of insanity. And basically, yoga off the mat is there to create a pause and space and change in the direction of how the mind is turning. Or yoga practice can do that, because we become aware and we can shift the way we see things, or we can shift the way we perceive things, and to see how others are perceiving and owning that own experience in our life. So the question is what we can do, and if there is a lot of I can't change something in myself or in my life, that's very that takes the energy. If I believe that I can change, there is a universal energy running through your veins then, and the universe is by your side and supporting you. I love the one sentence that comes from one book, that the yoga will never let you down. Yoga is a universal energy of love, and it will never let you down. Even it might create different whirlpools and curveballs to your life for learning experiences. This is what I want to leave you with today. Why to bring awareness to your life, and one of the reasons how I see it is that because the awareness is the step one, and the healing and vision will follow. So when there is drive to change your life to one way or the other, when we bring awareness, the healing and vision will follow that process. And definitely the awareness of, for example, our raising thoughts or our way of feeling, whether it's anxious or happy feeling, when we slow down, it also slows down our nervous system, and very much our nervous system is dictating how we experience our day-to-day life, our everyday life. And we might be in that state of hyperactivity quite easily, especially if we are enthusiastic about life. But to know that, for example, connecting to the breath is very healing because it is connected to our nervous system and it steps in the parasympathetic nervous system. We get out from that active nervous system, the fight and flight responses. When you prioritize your inner connection, it brings clarity in your life, whether it's clarity in your personal life or professional career wise into your life. And I'm very enthusiastic myself to support myself and others with these two paths, personal, professional. I see them very much together. They are like just two different what is this? Two different roads in the same road, moving into the same direction. Very much nurturing each other because we spend so much time in our lives doing what we do for work. So when they are combined, whatever the work is, if it's giving you inspiration and nurturing your well-being, and of course when it's not, how to change that. To create space between A and B, which is basically the action and reaction. When something comes in and we digest it one way or the other in life. Maybe some life events comes in and it might feel that it's a big learning curve and a big learning experience, or then it's a big blessing. But basically how we react, how we filter what we experience and the situations in our life. It's this act of self-responsibility, habit of asking yourself what's going on in me and taking like full responsibility of your own thoughts, words, and experiences, and asking yourself how this is connected with me. Whatever happens in you, whether it's inspirational or triggering something in you, how it's connected to you. And it's changing your life direction through the way we start to speak to ourselves. So bringing awareness to our disempowering and empowering self-talk. Oops. Go back. Oopsie. Come on. Where we are. Here. And also how we are creating boundaries, what is okay and what is not okay in our life. For our well-being, for example, boundaries with time. Why to bring awareness? Because it brings trust and it brings in the process and it brings in yoga off the mat and life, and it can resolve unease, create forgiveness, bring in peace and gratitude to yourself. It's an act of radical self-compassion, and I see it very much concept of creating this perfect happiness. And I put it here because I'm meditating myself. What is perfect happiness? Maybe that's something for you to meditate too. What really makes you happy in this life, and what is valuable for you. So what is your why? And I'm opening now the conversation with this. If you are guided to share, do please comment to this post, and we keep on going with the 2 more steps of this workshop. Thank you for being here. It's exactly half an hour now. Thank you for your time. Namaste.